Okay, so look. Took me 2-3 weeks to read the other one, right? I finished it and it's only been maybe 4 days, 5 days. I'm already over halfway. What is with my inconsistency with reading lately? Is that the right word anyway? Inconsistency? I don't even know. Well, I do have my book for this week. Will of the Wood. This is by Robert Beatty. And he is also the author of the Seraphina series, which if you haven't seen my videos for the Seraphina series, they were my very first books that I did. And I'll put them up in the corner thingy because I learned how to do that. I decided not to use my laptop today. I just wrote everything on this notepad. Just felt like writing with my hand. So the summary I wrote is based off of the back like they always are, but I changed it, did my own spin on it like I always do, and I feel like it's actually not bad. So here's my summary for it. Willa is her clan's best thief. She sneaks into the homes of the day folk and steals what they won't miss in the peacefulness and shadows of the night. She will do anything to make the Padarin proud of her. So I don't know how to say that word. I guessed a lot when I read, and a lot of readers, you will guess a lot of names and place names just because it's easier to do that instead of just trying to figure it out and then struggle trying to say it in your head the entire time. Why not just go with your own version of it? So I think I said Padarin, but I have no idea. So let's continue the summary. Her curiosity got the best of her, and she found out some things that have hurt her. She is stranded in the world of the Dayfolk. While there, she discovered not all Dayfolk are the same. Forces of great power of destruction. Why does it sound weird? Why didn't I say that like that? Anyway, their destruction are nearing her home. Willa must act fast. To save the Dayfolk family that has become her own and lift a curse that has stole the truth from her people, she must use all the courage she has to fight for the truth for her people. So that's the summary. It's got some parts in it which I wish I double checked it to make sure they sounded correct or like didn't sound weird. And I feel like it's actually not bad. But yeah, that's the summary I have for you. And so, of course, this is the same author as Seraphina, as I mentioned. And the Seraphina series is actually supposed to, or Will of the Woods series, I guess you would say, is actually supposed to intertwine with Seraphina. I was about to say the opposite, that Seraphina is going to intertwine with this. But I think it's more of Willa is intertwining with Seraphina's story. And I do not know if the next book is out, but it keeps changing which date it's going to come out, which I'm not really mad about, but I am getting kind of impatient, but I'm an impatient person. So, but the date keeps changing because I know things take a long time to write. I understand that. It's just, I'm impatient. I'm not asking you for rush, Robert, but yeah. I don't know why I keep going on a first name basis with everyone. I haven't even talked to you yet. Not before. Nope. My mom's messaged you. How you doing? So the age is the same as before. As for Seraphina, which is 12, and Willa actually starts out as 12 in here. So yes, it makes sense. 12 years old is what I'm saying. 12 and up. I mean, you could go to 10, which I'm fine with. 10 is good. That's what I said for Seraphina, was 10 and up. And the books actually start with her being 12, so yeah. The rating, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It has nothing to do with the story itself, because the story itself was good. Just I'm saying, like, it's lower than what I usually would do, I guess, is because I could not get hooked on it to it until, like, this one certain event. I had read about halfway through the book, and this book is like 400 something pages. And I read halfway through the book. I remember it being around the 200s. And one certain event happened, and I was finally hooked onto the story, which I'm not going to say the event because I don't want to spoil anything. But all before that, it was just kind of slow and dull for me. It's not saying the story was dull, I just couldn't get hooked at that moment. I don't know exactly why, it's just, yeah. So how long to read? Well, I'm gonna say a week. It did, I think, take me a little over a week, maybe a week and a half. But, I mean, it can be read in a week. I just took a little while longer, like I said, because I couldn't get hooked onto it. And so it took me a while to get to that point. And I think also I was reading something when my friend let me borrow it, so I had to finish that real quick. So I think that's also why it took me. I don't even know. That doesn't even count towards that, Lana. Yeah, it doesn't count. So it was a week and a half. I know I was, like, taking out a little bit on it, but I had it for a while. So the bookmark, I think I used the same exact one I used for Serafina, because I've been doing that. I've been using bookmarks that are from the same author, but a different series or different book. That's what I've been doing with Rick Riordan's books, or at least the ones with Percy Jackson in it, because I'm doing it with, I'm doing it with Heroes of Olympus, because that's got Percy, Annabeth, all of them in it. And so, yeah, I'm using it with that. But I don't know about when I read Magnus Chase. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make him a brand new one, because that's completely different, and it's not Greek or Roman. That's Norse. So, yeah. Okay, Seraphina's all the way at the bottom, man. Yeah. Yep, it's got Will of the Wood Seraphina series by Robert Beatty and Will of the Wood. Goodness. It's a mess in this box. So next week is the video I have been dreading. And I don't want to do it, but I also want to do it, because I feel like doing it might help with me crying every time I say the name or characters' names, because I have not said the book names, the characters' names, or really any places. The only things I have said are the different factions, because I'm fine with that. That's not going to hurt me, but anything else I mention is going to make me cry. So I want to do it, and I'm going to try not to cry my best, because I want to do it, because I'm hoping it'll help me get over this. And I know this probably is making you scared to read them, these books up here. I actually have one of the extra story things, and I would like to know if I should do that along with the 3 books in the trilogy, or should I make it its own little separate video on the next week? I feel like it should be in the same video, but I'm just asking just to make sure what your thoughts are on it. So I guess fly you high, Overlanders, because I don't really have anything else. Yeah.